Okay, well, good day everybody. Just to remind you that we're here oh yeah, sorry, I got to do this first. This is the emergency evacuation I have to do, so should they be required to evacuate the building, you should please leave the building by the nearest available exit. There's only one fire exit in the room. Sorry. If you need to evacuate the room, please do so by the glass door at the external fire exit. Please hold both handrails in case the rails are wet or slippery. If anyone is unable to use the stairs, would they please allow others to exit the room before they go to the fire escape door where they can be given assistance. Our assembly point will be in the public car park at the side of the Civic Suite. Please do not delay your evacuation to collect any belongings. Please do not return to the building until given permission to do so by council staff. Can I please remind you to switch off your mobile phones and turn them on to silent. Right, let me just turn mine off.
Is this in order? Yes.
Right, apologies for absence.
We have apologies from Councillor Milne.
Councillor Mrs Boyd.
Thank you.
Councillor Wilson.
Non-members attending?
There are none.
Oh.
You're on the list.
You're on the list, okay?
Oh, there's none.
That's not been 100% recent.
Minutes of the meeting held on the 16th of July. Are you happy to agree then?
Yeah.
Thank you. Declarations of interest? Are there any? None. Well, item 6, consultation on the review of the statement of the Licensing Policy Gambling Act 2005. Has it,
Finance officer will present the report.
yes, can I ask you?
Do you want me to read it? Summarise. Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Jan from the Licensing.
Excuse me, holding.
So it's Monday. I've been here a long time this morning. We're looking at our gambling policy, just updating it with new legislation. We did do an update last year, quite an in-depth update on new legislation. So this is just a tweak really, just other stuff that's come in since we've done that last year. It has gone out to consultation and the consultation is now finished. We had 2 comments, one from Essex Police which said they had no representations, and we had a letter from GameCare asking us to include documents that they had and look at documents that they've given us. We did actually look at this last year. When we did the big update last year, this was sent to us last year and we did actually update a lot of what went on last year. We talked to councillors, obviously it came to you and it was passed. So I've just looked through it again just to make sure we've got everything. We do only licence big betting offices, Betfred, Coral, William Reed, Megabet. We haven't got any local independent ones at all, and they have to be very on top. They're very involved with GameCare as well. We see their risk assessments, and we also go out to look at do enforcement and look at inspections and their licences with the Gambling Commission. Okay. So it's gone out to consultation. They were the representations we had back. and we've looked at those. So it's over to you now to any comments on the representations.
Just on the representations or on the, any queries on the policy at this moment?
The policy has already gone out.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're only here to discuss letters sent in by the public. The policy has been agreed, so we're not here to discuss that. So can I ask you, please, it's been agreed at the last meeting.
Yeah. That's not, with respect, that's not what I said. In 1.3 it's asking for something which is within the policy at the moment, asking us if we want to retain it.
Yeah, that's
So
right. That's
nothing to do with representation, is it?
Yeah,
That's
that's the
asking
casino.
that is part of the that's part of the recommendations
Yeah.
that you're here to determine.
So can I comment on that then?
Absolutely.
Which is on page 6.22, I believe. And it's paragraph 3.15. It relates to, what I'm referring to is the report also seeks members' recommendations to council on the question of whether or not the licensing authority should exercise its discretion to resolve not to issue casino licences. So we refer to that on page 6.22, paragraph 3.15. It sounds picky, but I'm getting fed up of people interpreting our policies in different ways because of the wording of them can be interpreted in different ways. Just because it might say one thing in here and people can interpret it another way. And all it is we're saying resolve not to issue casino premises licence for the 3-year duration of this policy. Can we just say for the duration of this policy, then it's reviewed automatically at the end of it? I'm just concerned if the policy is not reviewed for 3.5 years, then we have issues around it. And I've come across this quite a few times now within our policies where this is a problem. And it doesn't look like a problem at the moment, but I think that just so the wording fits the policy and it can't be misinterpreted, or because we don't review it for 3 years, people can get out of something.
So you could just delete 3 year.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, that's...
We can't.
No.
The problem is it's in
We can't.
legislation. We have to.
Say 3
Because
years
we
for the
wouldn't have
policy.
reviewed
Okay,
this policy because we did it last year, but we have to do it every 3 years. And
Yeah.
the date is on the
That's
front of the
fine.
policy, unfortunately.
that's
I
not
mean,
a problem.
some of them, that's fine,
Yeah.
because they don't have the, but particularly the gambling one, it is in legislation
No,
that
that's
we
not a
have
problem.
to review. As I said, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have gone out to review this year, really. But the date is on the policy. So the next one will be January 2022.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
And Jan, you make sure we review these policies within those dates, don't you?
Yeah, we
So,
have to.
yeah, as I say, by the law, we have to do that. So if it's a brand new committee, it has to be reviewed. So there's no loophole in this at all, is there?
No.
No,
not this
thank you. I just want to
particular
make that clear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody else? No?
Yeah, but I can't see any harm in just removing those couple of words, 3 years. Just to leave it for the duration of this policy. It's stated elsewhere that it's reviewed after 3 years. That cover all eventualities.
Yeah, that's fine, because the date's on the front, so.
Are you happy with that?
Just one other comment, if I may. This is another... So it's not, for the people here, it's not for the people here necessarily, because you didn't write, the person who wrote the report is not here. But again, it does not have equality and diversity implications on it.
Apologies, I should have picked up on that.
That's,
But I presume that's a God-given right anyway. You can't get out of that, can you? That's all part of the law. So,
Well, although it hasn't got a section, equality and diversity, the legislation and the way these policies are written are considering vulnerable people, and this is what the Game Care are particularly concerned about, and the Gambling Commission. So there are a lot that the betting shops have to do under their policies and when we go and inspect as well. You know, if they're finding somebody's betting too much, they will go and speak to them. Cash machines can't be too near any other betting machines or things like that, so they have to get off the machine to go and get any money and then come back. There is a voluntary register as well that people can put themselves on the register, and you know they were not allowed in betting shops for 3 months, but that's a voluntary thing that they do. But that's under the Gambling Commission and GamCare, and the big ones like Betfred, they all have their own policies on that side of it.
Any more questions?
Could we have clarity as to whether or not people want to remove 3 years from the casino one?
Oh. Can we have some clarity, please? Do you want to remove the 3 years, or do you want to leave it as it is?
Also, leave it as it is, the law, leave it as it is.
Well, I think if we can just have clarification. Does the law say that in our policy we have to say, include the words, the 3-year duration of the policy?
No, it doesn't say that. It just says the date has to be on it, and we have to look at it every 3 years on that date. It's not rolling 3 years or anything. It's set.
So are we happy? Got a vote? Yeah. All in favour? Anybody against?
All in favour of what? I didn't quite work what we're voting for.
Leaving it as it is.
Leave it as it is.
I'm against that, I'll say remove.
Right.
So can we have a show of hands?
We
Put
have.
those in favour.
Show of hands, all those in favour?
Of
Removing.
Remove.
retaining it as it is.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Anybody against? 2.
So,
Thank you, that's carried.
and then, okay.
That's it, isn't it? Well, if that's all, I now close the meeting at 10:16. Thank you for coming. Cheers.
Thank you for your report.